the Citation X, a $20 million 8-seater jet. We're taking a private $20,000 flight from Boston to Dallas. All right, so even though this jet is relatively pretty small, there's kind of a lot going on in here, so I want to give you a proper tour. Like I mentioned, we're aboard a Citation X. There's a company called ExoJet that you can charter jets with. And on this particular plane, it's kind of divided into 3 sections. Up here behind me is the cockpit. There's the pilot and the co-pilot, and then obviously the instrument clusters everywhere. There are a ton of knobs, buttons, and switches. We've got all type of snacks. There's M&Ms, nuts, granola bars, Oreos, chips. What are these? Pretzels. We got coffee. We got hot water. And then there's some drawers down here with things like sparkling water, ice, got some cranberry juice, some more water, some sugary drinks. And then there's like this padded area, I guess, to make your drinks. There's a keyhole on this drawer, so, you know, it can only be one thing. Let's get it. And then section number 2, which I'm in right now, is the seating area, the main seating area. There are 2 seats over here, and then there are 2 seats back here. And to give you an idea of how cramped it is in here, I'm not really claustrophobic, it's just, it's small. It's a private jet. So small that I can reach across and touch the walls, and then obviously my head almost, like if I stand on my tippy toes, my head's hitting the ceiling. And yes, oxygen masks will drop out of the ceiling in case of emergency. It is a plane after all. Yes, there are indeed exit signs. All of the 8 seats on the Citation X have a dedicated digital console, which does things like control the shade. You can move it up or down, and it moves pretty fast. And each seat has a air conditioner unit as well as a light. That's all controlled by this little console. Each of the 8 seats has a lever on the side, and then the chair pivots out so you can press the button on the side and kick back. And no, they don't go all the way down. These are not lay flat seats. Boo-hoo. And they sort of lock into place, so it seems like this is one locked position here, and then the return position, the takeoff position, if you will, is back here like this. The seatbelts on the Citation X are over-the-shoulder seatbelts, but like a car, but you can take the over-the-shoulder part and just have it strapped to your waist like a regular airplane. There's a bunch of these relatively crappy screens that kind of pop out like this. The resolution on here might be like 360p, maybe even 240p. It's really low resolution. It's like you're watching an 8-bit version of your flight, and this thing is just like, it's troll. There are tables that stow away. You open this lever, and then you pull the table out, and it's got 2 folding mechanisms. It's a very good sized table. Big enough and strong enough to hold the Debian Phantom. And then there's a little compartment in this one. There's a couple decks of cards and some dice. And then on this side, there's a sat phone. All right, now in the 3rd sort of section area of the plane is the rest of the seats. So there's 2 seats over here, Marshall sitting in one of them, and then Wang Chun is sitting back there. So 2 seats over here, 2 seats back there. And you're probably wondering, is there a bathroom in this plane? I was surprised to find out there is. All right, so before I show you the toilet unit, check this out. For privacy purposes, do you see how those like panels go up? Look at that. So there's a seat back here with a seatbelt and everything, but it's also the toilet seat. What? And then there's a little sinky dink. So I'm just looking in these drawers. Got AAA batteries. They got, are these D batteries or these C? No, these are D batteries. When was the last time you saw a pair of Ds? So, I gotta say, for 20 G's, if you bring 7 people with you, so if there was 8 total passengers, that's $2,500 per seat. And when you compare that to a first class commercial flight, it's pretty damn comparable. This is actually my 2nd time taking a private flight. I've flown with Deadmau5 once to Canada on a private jet. This feels really similar. PJ life is the good life. Would you like a moist towelette?
Yes, please. I shot it.
That's how I'm ending the video.